Hey, what's up, everybody? Today we're going to be watching a PragerU video, and also one of my favorite right-wing meme lords, Charlie Kirk, is going to be telling us, is college worth it? And the short answer is, lots of dumb nonsense, but let's just get started.
Hey, I've got a great investment idea for you. You give me $100,000 and 4 years of your life, and I give you, pretty much nothing. No, I'm not the devil. I'm Mr. College, and I'm here to
So you don't get an education when you go to college. Okay.
help you finance this wonderful opportunity. I have a whole package of government loans and impressive-sounding scholarships to make it all possible. Of course,
Wait, yeah, I agree with this point. We should fund public universities fully, just like we do with other government programs, right? You don't half-ass fund something, you fully fund it. I don't think that college should be there should be a paywall when you want to go to college or get a higher education. I think that if you put in the work and show that you actually want to get that higher education, that you actually want to learn, then yeah, the government should pay for it, like it does for other government programs. To me, that's just common sense, and it seems like Charlie Kirk agrees with me.
you'll have to pay interest on the loans, which will double the cost over time. But that's a problem for future you, and need not concern us now. Do we have a deal? Yes. Of course we do. You want to succeed in life, don't you? How can you do that without a college degree? But that doesn't mean you can't have a good time. Are you a movie fan? We've got a degree for that. How about criminal justice? Be like one of the cool people on the TV detective.
Criminal justice degree is not a good degree that to show that it's a wasted degree. Just by the way, there's a lot of jobs that you can get, like I think FBI or profiler, a lot of jobs in law enforcement like criminal justice.
Shows. And we
Just saying.
offer a whole selection of minority and gender studies programs. Learn why you're a victim and deserve to be angry all the time. What are you waiting for? Sign on the dotted line. Classes begin in the fall. Don't miss orientation, especially if you're male. You don't want to be parading your toxic masculinity around the campus.
So I've been going to college for a year and a half, and I've never had someone come up to me and say, "Hey, check your toxic masculinity." I don't know. Maybe that's because I'm a beta cuck lib cuck, or maybe it's because it doesn't really exist, and these people who like do these things are real like scarce, and like they don't really exist that much. Just saying.
Definitely not cool. Sound crazy?
Yeah, it seems like you're an idiot and you're just making shit up.
I don't know why it should.
It you,
Millions of college students make that deal every year, usually with their parents' encouragement and financial support. Now, don't get me wrong. I have nothing against going to college. I sincerely believe it can be a worthwhile pursuit under the right circumstances. If you want to be a doctor or an architect, for example, it's obviously a necessity. But look through the typical college syllabus, and it's clear that most of the majors, not to mention classes, are a waste of time. And
like philosophy. Like I'm taking a philosophy class right now. I'm very curious to what Charlie Kirk would think. Also sociology. I don't consider either of those things a waste of time. They're not very profitable degrees, and that's why I'm not getting a degree in either of those things. But if college wasn't so damn expensive, in fact, if college was free to the most part, then yeah, these education or these degrees would be okay to get. If you're making $50,000 a year when you get out of college off of a sociology degree, and then you also happen to, I don't know, find a breakthrough in this new sociology thing or whatever, that's good for academia, right? So we shouldn't just decide what degrees to get based on what's going to make us money, because that's not how academia should be. Academia should be based on building and expanding on our current knowledge and knowing more.
money. So why do responsible adults who only want the best for their children and are usually cautious with their hard-earned money squander it on such a bad investment?
Because they hate us. They hate us. Our parents fucking hate us.
Worse, why would they send their son or daughter to a school to learn to reject the values they, the parents, hold dear?
Once again, I don't know. I guess this is just another personal anecdote, but I've never had conflicting, like, personal values. Like, my teacher, I've never, like, said when I came into class, you should murder all conservatives. That would be pretty intense, and that would be something I would fundamentally disagree with. But that's never happened. I've never had a college professor or anyone at college say random stuff like that. In fact, I've had a lot of right-wing people, not professors, but students in my political ideologies class that I took last semester. I had a bunch of people who would love Tucker Carlson and would just parrot all the memes that he would say on his little show. So I don't get this because I guess I just haven't experienced any of this stuff. I'm waiting. I'm excited for someone to tell me I'm a toxic man or whatever, but it hasn't happened yet. That's all I'm trying to say.
On what planet does that make sense?
Not Earth, because none of this makes sense to me.
It doesn't. It's an old paradigm, and we need to break it before it breaks us. How do we do that? Here are two solutions that would go a long way to solving the problem. 1. Ask yourself if you really need to go to college.
So I just want to check. Yeah, actually, we'll wait. Never
Most of
mind.
us go to college because it's simply expected that we do so. Our parents expect it. Our friends expect it. Plus, it sounds like fun, a rite of passage, an escape
Yeah, this kind of is a point, but something we'll look into later. This little piece of fun stuff. Yeah, college actually, economically speaking, is your best chance to like become middle class.
from mom and dad and all their rules. But none of that actually has anything to do with getting an education or earning a living after you leave college.
Not really, no.
Maybe you're not the academic type. What's wrong with that?
Nothing. Yeah, there's trade school. There's a bunch of other things. Look, I'm big into personal freedoms and like personal choice. So if you don't want to go to college, that's fine. But once you turn 18, 19, you do need to get on your shit. You do need to get your stuff together and actually find out what you want to do with your life. It's difficult and it's hard, but it's also fun and kind of liberating to start to understand what you want to do with your life. And if college is not a part of that, then don't go to college. Don't be forced to go to college. But if you do want to go to college, yeah, go to college. It's that simple.
Nothing. According to a Georgetown University study, there are 30 million jobs paying over $55,000 a year that don't
Bet. The
require a
Georgetown
college degree.
study?
Learn
Oh, he must have linked it. He must have linked it. No, no, no. It's just the script. Um, um, no links.
a skill like welding or plumbing or a dozen other trades, and you'll never be
Charlie Kirk, you're disappointing. So I'm going to go ahead and go to this. So if you look right here, college-educated workers enjoy a substantial earnings premium. On an annual basis, bachelor degree holders earn about 32,000 more than those whose highest degree is a high school diploma. If you look at this, annual median earnings for workers aged 22 to 27, 43,000 for a bachelor's degree holder, and 25,000 for a high school diploma. So yes, right now, college education is going to make you a fuck ton more money.
looking for a job. The jobs will be looking for you. We're talking
I mean, if you linked this study, that would be real nice, but he didn't, so I'm just gonna assume that he took it way out of context.
$50 an hour or more, six-figure income after 5 years, and no debt.
No, that just sounds like a bunch of malarkey.
Consider the military. You learn essential skills, and again, no debt.
And you also have to like shoot people and take shit from someone. I'm not big into the military, so I'm no disrespect or anything, but it's not.
Or go
It's
into
not for me.
sales. You don't need a sociology degree for that.
No, you don't.
If you are going to college, then have a goal and a plan to achieve it. Your college journey will cost you and or your parents a boatload of money. What are you going to get in return? Choose your courses with a practical mindset. Stay away from the silly stuff. And if you really don't know why you're going to college, consider answer 2. Delay college for a year or longer. If more
No. I don't know the economic argument for this, but let's just go back to this. If you're making $32,000 a year more after 4 years of college, you should get that 4-year college degree as soon as possible and look for a job that's going to give you $32,000 more right off the bat. Right off the bat. Because, yeah, the more you delay, the less money you're going to be earning. So, Charlie Kirk, I'm pretty sure this is just awful advice.
graduating high school seniors would do this, not jump into college immediately after high school, college curriculums would improve, and nonsense like safe spaces would disappear.
So let's just talk about safe spaces really quick again. So once again, I've only had like a few instances of quote unquote safe spaces, which is really just like, hey, this is a place where we can like open and share our experiences without anyone being like, fucking loser. Like, yeah, it's probably good for an academic environment, especially when you're like talking about like personal experiences and trying to like expand your worldview. You fucking nerd.
Why? Because students who had spent a year or longer in the real world wouldn't put up with it. Get a job, any job, for a year before starting college. What's the
This is a terrible idea.
big rush anyway?
$32,000 a year more. That's the big rush.
1 year isn't going to make a difference as to whether
Yes, it would make $32,000 a year more.
or not you succeed in life. But waiting tables or stacking boxes or whatever you do for a year will almost certainly change your attitude about a lot of things. Like
Yeah, working a minimum wage job for full time for a year is definitely gonna make you real happy.
how
It's gonna make you feel real fulfilled.
hard it is to earn a dollar and how easy it is for the government to take that dollar away.
Anti-tax memes, I love them.
You will also develop a new appreciation for the privilege of going to college. And you'll be much more likely to be immune to the BS.
What you haven't identified all the BS unless you're just talking about like the toxic masculinity and the safe spaces, which don't really exist.
Don't be a passive investor as a student or a parent. Your education is too expensive and too
Speaking of investors, Yeah, another thing right here. So, advanced degree, bachelor's degree, associate's degree, some college, and high school diploma. This is the difference in saving. So, another thing, investing. Yeah, college educated people do better in investing long term as well.
Too
Just wanted to
important
point
to be
that out.
left to Mr. College. He might have your money. Don't give him your mind. I'm Charlie Kirk, founder and president of Turning Point USA for Prager University.
You're a joke, Charlie. Charlie, you're just a big old joke. Also, don't give colleges your mind unless you wanna, I don't know, get an education or something. That would be bad? Question mark. But yeah, until next time, guys. It's been fun. Stay breezy, always cheesy, and peace, y'all.